like about extraterrestrials and higher dimensional beings. I get this for last actually question. How do you guys communicate with them? Just can you touch base? I know people can go and listen to you and on the videos and all that, but in a nutshell, how do you communicate with them, extraterrestrial higher beings, and then basically how common people like me who haven't had that connection yet, how can they achieve that? So how do you communicate and how can we get to that point eventually? Maybe you can start with Sam. Maybe just a half a minute of your
Yeah,
time.
I think, yeah. Okay, thank you for the question. Basically, from my experience, it actually happened, out of chance event. So, I did not actually learn to do this because I didn't know what channeling was. If you know my story, what happened was that I was in a self-hypnosis state, and then, I don't, it was like a sleep talking, like when people talk during their sleep. So then I slowly started to research, and I discovered, it was some kind of communication with extraterrestrials. So that's, I believe it's happening through a state change. My state of consciousness changes, and then, they can actually use it for some time to share their message. So I will pass it on to Marina to share her method.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sam. You have a direct under certain state, when you go to sleep, your brain basically becomes in a different resonance. And this is how it's able to basically download information. There's a method of automatic writing that I went through, lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is actually another state of reality. Automatic writing is when you connect, and I started with automatic writing, but I had dreams. And after a while, though, they start telling me that I can hear. And I didn't trust them. And finally, I stopped putting trust. What friend of mine, God bless him, he passed away, put me in a situation in a live webinar of his, when people call and ask questions, and people couldn't see me because it was in a phone. And I said, oh, what the heck, whatever I hear, I can say. But the Council of Nine Council, he told me, you hear, you don't need a pencil. And they start asking questions, and literally the thought that comes in first, I blurt it out. And end up being true, And this is how little by little I started to trust myself that this is possible to do. And then when they start downloading the Harmonic Reactor book, the nanotechnology, predictions in sound, there were scientists, of course, that went through, the books, and some of them said different things. But I had a nano professors and scientists that they know that I have the books in code. The books in code, they encoded there. Not one word is actually changed from there, because it's actually activating your DNA. Your DNA has a resonance. So when you hear the words and the sequence of the sentence comes in, it activates your DNA to 5th-dimensional structure. So actually that is epigenetics and all the stuff you're going to learn. There's a scientist, Peter Garriev, that talks about it on YouTube. So all this stuff, very important. You have extraterrestrial technologies there, how you can basically I actually have there for the scientists frequency and sound, the frequency of each resonance, what is it doing in the matrix of the reality. Very important information, but it's written in code. So if any scientist, they told me, is trying to do something negative, they won't be able to download, their consciousness will not be able to convert the material to understand. But if the scientists with a good in the heart and good consciousness, when they read it, more information will come to them. And of course, they have scientists like Kevin Hay. He completely wrote information to the scientific community by telling them that let's stop pretending that Marina Jacobi, you don't know what Marina Jacobi is talking about. That's because they didn't go through their platforms. I had a Harvard professor that came one of my webinars. It was a live actually, and he told me how come the information was given to me and not to somebody from Harvard. And I said, well, with all due respect, I said, anything that talk about it, would you be willing to accept that this is true or not true? I was not basically framed and went through your system to question whatever they were giving me. I simply, went through it, but ended up being true. And that information needed to be not to be basically have the scientific community. If I went to college, I would have questioned every single thing that they were giving. That's because through a lot of these colleges, they were giving not enough information, and that is because of free energy technology, plasma energy, etheric energy. Nobody was talking about it, or if you say something, they will condemn you. So this is exactly what's really going on, and I hope everybody reads the the books, because they're sequences and codes, and this is what's really happening in the reality. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for having me. Really appreciate it. Sam, you do an amazing job, buddy. That's how you do
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
And
You
this is
too.
how you download information. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
thank
you.
you.
You
Thank
too.
you. I just wanted to close. Of course, I'll put all the good stuff on the website connections and all that. But please visit marinajacobi.com. You're going to find some amazing, amazing information. Her books. Marina, correct me if I'm wrong. Harmonic Reactor. That's where she has explained what she has been discussing in this, as well as nanotechnology, some of the predictions. That's a very powerful. Marina, to be honest, I've tried to read it through like 10 times, but I think I need to your blessings to so that I can process that information. So that's
Well, even if you don't understand it, you just read it because, as I explained, it's written in code, and that is on purpose. It activates when you put the words in sequences, become a very specific code that activates. And if you learn the material, you're gonna realize that activates your DNA in 5th-dimensional code. The technologies are also 5th-dimensional. No scientist can build it. They're not gonna have the consciousness to understand it.
So automatically it's going to the way I receive it, it's going to get downloaded in my DNA.
Yeah, it will be downloaded because it's going to be like a frequency. It will be embedded like a resonance within your field. And when something else happens in the field, it's basically going to click and switch something.
Yes.
And you'll get it. You'll grasp it.
Thank you. So this is powerful. Same thing with Sam the Illusionist. He also has, just like Marina, worldwide followers and amazing different topics that Sam has produced and continuously producing, Sam and Marina. Sam has also, I believe, he has created, compiled books. He also is on Amazon. People would, viewers would love to read them and plug them into the channel. So,
all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Sam, Marina.
Thank you.
Bye.